Alright. Hello, Twitch chat. Hope you're doing well. Hope you don't mind me coming back again already. But I just to be honest, I felt like it. That and I wanted to write a bit of a shitpost before I went to work today. Alright, so this is going to be basically it. So this is going to be our first wheel, which is going to be basically what the hook is. Alright, let's see which option we pick. Oh my god, we get a superhero origin story, I mean. Okay, alright. So let's set the tone. Serious. Comedic. Sad. Alright, we're doing comedy. Alright, so what power should it be, chat? Let's see. First of all, we want a power that can go wrong. So obviously, fire. Glue. What else? Super hearing. Nah, that's super hearing isn't active enough. That's passive. What else can we do? What else can we do, chat? That's a good power. You got laser beams. Laser beams. Cyborg. We'll just suddenly make him a cyborg, but stupid upgrades. Like a taco maker. And one useful upgrade, which will be the actual main power, which will be like a laser gun or something. Illusions. Mind reader. Alright, this will do. This is enough choices. Okay, we want to be mind reader. Alright, so let's begin with the superhero origin story for reading minds. Okay, what is the what should be the place he discovers it? Should it be college? Should it be city streets? Home? Mall? Or work? Or his job as work where he is a sandwich maker at McDonald's. Okay, it's at home. Alright, he's gonna be a mind reader at home. Okay, I can make this comedic. Alright, mind reader at home, and it's a comedic superhero origin story. Chapter 1. I find out I'm kicked out way too soon. It began with me going insane, or so I thought. It turned out I was hearing the inner thoughts of my parents' minds. It didn't help that the first thing I heard was they wanted to evict me. No! I realized it was their thoughts when one day, when I interacted with them, I told them I was considering getting a job. I didn't say it. It was because of the voices in my head. But the voices changed when I said it to them. They became hopeful that I could pay rent and keep my place at home. Now I pay rent. And I'm coping with my power to read minds. Alright. That was kind of a basic joke, unfortunately, for the superhero origin story. Which, honestly, this isn't superhero enough. So, this is just really basic. So, we need to upgrade it now. What is the crime he's going to solve using mind reading? First of all, we are going to have robbery, attempted murder, assassination of the president. By the way, he's preventing the assassination. I just want to clarify that. If we do that one. Scam. Actually, no, these four do. Alright. My story went to a terrible place. My dad loves President Grump. Enough so that he took me to a rally. It was awful. I kept hearing such stupid thoughts the whole time. My dad found out I was a liberal that day. I'm sorry, Dad. But then, I couldn't help myself. I just heard someone call me the N-word. Like, in 5,000 different voices when I said we should tax the rich. Then my dad called me a liberal. A liberal pussy. But to make matters worse, I heard thoughts of malice. They sounded insane. I need to murder the president for the sake of my social security checks and my grandpa's social security checks. If I don't do this, Grandpa's gonna have to live with me. And I hate that. I hate wiping her butts. Alright, how many words do we have? damn, only 250. We're gonna need a second session to get to my goal for publishing next. I want to get to 4,500 because that's because when web novel they do 2 checks, right? They do one with the first upload, regardless of your word count, then another at 4,500. And I might just start uploading at that point just so they get both checks over with. I didn't want the president to be murdered. Especially because it caused civil war. And my dad already threatened to shoot the neighbor. Because he voted for Kamala Harris woman. That's terrible. I'm not doing Kamala. I was making a dumb joke based on her name being Harris. Kamala Camel. Anyway, no. Kamala. Harrison. Or Kamala Harrison. I like my neighbor. He sells me weed. I don't know why I think that's funny, just to put in there. He just sells weed. Imagine the mind reader being like, just, oh, he sells me weed. That's why I like him. Really? Alright, anyway. Next up, I follow the sounds of malefic liberal thoughts. If I shoot the president, slavery will end in Liberia. If Grump dies, happiness thrives, as freedom will reign supreme. And we will work less, because Donald Grump makes us all work harder. If Grump dies, I can use the money to get transvestite, get trans hookers. Alright. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it's going. Eventually, I find a man standing on a ladder, surrounded by a circle of claymores. Damn, he's good. Nah, that's too much. I find a man standing on a ladder by a tree, a sniper rifle in hand. Now let me do an audio check real quick. Yeah, the audio's good. Anyway. Aimed at the stage where President Grump is giving a speech. How can I calm down a man like this? Maybe I should use a combination of mind reading and manipulation. Hey, only people with small dicks shoot presidents. I taunt nervously. Shooter looks at me with pure confusion and anger. You implying I have a small cock? I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you first. Shooter says angrily. How did he know I have a small cock? You know, it feels really dumb to have my guy try to handle this on his own. So, let's roll to see if anyone notices or if he's still just dealing with this on his own. Somebody notices. Nobody notices. Somebody notices. All right. Suddenly, I hear a cry of 1,000 psychic voices, followed by screams and gunfire. I barely survive, thanks to reading everyone's minds. In order to figure out where they're aiming, and drop to the ground. Because thankfully, everyone was aiming for the guy with a gun. When it was all over, I hear dozens of voices say the same message in various ways that can be summarized as this. Thank God that dumbass said that small penis joke. Otherwise, Grump would have been shot. And I wouldn't have gotten to kill a terrorist. However, after they are done celebrating, they notice Grump has been taken aside to hide from the potential shooters. Yeah. Sorry, Chad. I was zoning out. I was thinking about something in real life. I don't have to worry about anything for another 39 minutes. And then, thoughts of pride began creeping in. You know, I think I was the one that killed the assassin. Man says proudly. Shut the fuck up. I shot the killer. I'm the presidential slayer of assassins. I'm getting the Purple Heart. Man yells with passion and anger. No, I am. I shot him in the dick. Yells with passion and anger. Third man. Second man. I have to flee to my dad's car to escape the chaos of these stupid thoughts as they all argued over who killed the assassin. Alright, let's start a new chapter already. Yeah. I think it's time for a new chapter already. Chapter 2. I help do something. Alright. So he's a superhero. He's a superhero mind reader. What can a mind reader be useful for? My God. Okay, first of all, a bank robbery. Scam. We'll do scam again. We'll just do, we'll pick the word scam. The mind reader can figure out it's a scam. What else could it be useful for? Corruption. And corruption feels a bit long. The mind reader exposing corruption would take forever. Actually, no. I could do corruption as a joke. Corrupt police force. We'll make it a speed run story with a joke. Alright. What else? What else do we got? Propaganda. Alright. Let's see. Alright, we're solving a bank robbery. And actually, we've done a bank robbery story. Remove that. We've done a bank robbery story. It didn't do well. We literally got no views. I didn't even see it spin. We're redoing that. Alright, propaganda. Propaganda. Alright, cool. I help correct dumb propaganda. It is a normal sunny day until I hear somebody talk to their friend. Until I hear somebody's mind say something really dumb and political. I hear President Grump is eating babies, is eating McDonald's burgers. We know. McWilly's burgers. Made with baby human meat. He did it in a deal with Satan so that he could secure a presidency and get his third term. Also, he just likes babies at this point. He just likes eating babies. Also, I think he's gonna make abortion legal so he can eat more babies. Hey, I just had a video, this non-copyright song saying they want me to tell you who the artist is, so it's Savik, Savfk, and the song is called Overstory, I'm pretty sure. Let me confirm. Yeah, it's the Overstory. Yeah, shit, I ruined it. Well, if you like that first few seconds, that was it. I can't help but wonder where he got this information. So I invade his mind using in-depth mind-reading powers I just developed. I invade his mind to learn where he got this theory from. And it's from a local newspaper. The News Buffet. A buffet of lies. And bad jokes. I happen to see the News Buffet headquarters on the street corner. I stop at a hot dog stand, buy a hot dog with everything on it, eat it, then approach the headquarters. Okay, alright. Inside, I hear a web of lies formed around everyone's minds. I hear one of them believes Princess Diana is still alive, pretending to be President Grump's wife. Another says gay rights will lead to people shoving frogs up their butts. And another says Obama did 9/11. Truly, this is a despicable place. There is only one thing to do. I must do counter propaganda. Nah. I'm not gonna lie. Having only mind reading isn't working out. And we'll keep rolling with it. I enter the buffet news. The news buffet. Immediately upon entering, I am assaulted with lies. Nobody is here. Nobody is here. Go home, foreigner. Secretary says angrily. I stare confusedly at the secretary sitting behind a counter. She is wearing a Guy Fawkes mask. And I am confused by this. No, I'm not going to repeat that. Her mind is blank, as if she is prepared for me. I try to speak, but suddenly she hits me with an image of her boobs. I flinch, and she yells at me. I knew it! You can read minds! She yells triumphantly. How did you know? I yell with confusion. I do that trick on all the men. Ever since I met the Martian hunter, I knew to watch out for telepaths, for psychics. And I figured out ways to make everyone flinch. It's easy. I just Anyway, it's easy. I just imagine something dumb and horny. It makes you flinch every time. Secretary yells with triumphant glee. Suddenly, I see an image of her. Pulling a sword. Out her butt. Out her crotch. And I am transfixed with pure confusion. Nah, this is terrible. Why did I even put that? I see an image of her eating a koala sandwich between bread. And my eyes water. and my mouth waters. Also, it distracts me so much. I don't notice. Security guards are now on both sides of me. Take him out of here. Secretary says confidently. They pick me up. They pick me up by my armpits. And take me outside. I am stuck in a spot of confusion and shame now, as I have utterly failed in my mission to defeat propaganda. Within an hour, I am at home. However, when I check the news, I am filled with horror. The news buffet has put out an article saying I twerked at their secretary while high on meth at their headquarters. They even have an artist's rendition of what happened. And I must say, I'm utterly offended at these lies. I'm utterly offended by the fact they made my ass so flat. Also, they say I didn't. They are lying about that crime. What can I do about this? Okay. Alright, we are now going to pick our options, chat. First of all, he does nothing. A vengeful vigilante appears. Counter propaganda. Do a supervillain origin story for a new power that will help defeat the news buffet. Alright, that'll do. A vengeful vigilante appears. Okay. We'll roll with it. Alright. So where am I at on the words? 1,000. I'm not gonna lie, I do have to go to work. I think I'm gonna take a break for now with this. And we'll come back to this after work or something. Yeah, I'll probably do this more after work. Alright, y'all take it easy.